Welcome into another episode of the Splatoon 3 North American League 2026 show. I'm your host, Jordan. Joining me, we've got Magic. Quite the dream team, I'll tell you that much. Magic, I'll go ahead and start with the ball here and get right into our highlights. It was another exciting event number 4, regular season week number 2. It's winners quarterfinals. Enemy versus Duck Motif. And I tell you what, Zero right on point with their aim here.
A fiery start from Enemy, and thanks to Zero, that team was blazing through in the first half of this match.
Zero looking every part of a hero, and then, as this one was winding down, Duck Motif just trying to hang on.
Duck Motif does. Caden dipping and dodging and diving, slides right on the tower and gets it just through to find that lead in the final seconds.
And then in Rainmaker, Red Shell homing in on everyone.
It was the Red Shell show. That brush is so powerful and disruptive for the enemy, it allows the team to clinch that win.
Duck Motif would move on with the 3-1 victory. Let's swim on over to winners semifinals. Moonlight versus Content Cat and Magic. I tell you what, you get Nolan backed into a corner, you've got yourself some issues.
From the depths of despair in this pit, Nolan finds a solo wipeout.
And then we know Content Cat likes to roll with that double Ultra Stamp comp, and that'll spell trouble for the opposition.
The timing of these specials is so important in order to guide the Rainmaker to the lead, but Content Cat knows exactly how to get it done and get that lead.
You're going to see Hawaiian pick up one more splat there, then string together a series of splats.
Definitely already knows how to easily take out opponents, even when they sneak up right in front of him. And then chomp, chomp, chomp goes this Ultra Stamp all the way to the end.
Content Cat feeling fine as they get the 3-2 victory over Moonlight. Let's super jump on over to winners finals. Milky Way versus Content Cat. And how about with their powers combined? Jared and Bran team up for a wipeout.
It's mesmerizing, like synchronized swimming. When they move together, it looks like no effort at all.
Oh, but Jared's not done this time. Ice will go toe-to-toe for another wipeout.
And at this high of a level, you can synergize with any teammate.
And then later on, Pika. Can they do enough to try and overcome Milky Way down the stretch?
They were trying as many things as possible, moving every which way, but there's too strong of a stalwart defense from Milky Way, keeping this tower in place and finally shutting down this push.
It's a clean sweep 3-0 for Milky Way over Content Cat. That sets things up for losers semifinals. Moonlight versus Duck Motif, and we begin with some high-level X's and O's as Basil and Nolan will approach the basket.
And her Ear 4K's laser can clear a room, and then the specials to secure the area. That is how you get a huge score on Ship-Shaped Cargo Co.
Nolan showing off the offense, and then will flex the defense, some familiar goal line defense.
A beautiful ink vac, and that's one way to defend, but the other way is to just go after the opponents, constantly using that high damage and getting so many splats.
And then, on tower control, Duck Motif will flock into the checkpoint to try and stop it.
Off of the backs of one another, even as they go down, they come right back and clear out the area.
Oh, and then on Game 5, you can just call them Clutch Caden, coming up huge down the stretch.
Sneaking all the way into the base, that's when you know you've got the opponent under your thumb, and it makes for an easy victory.
Duck Motif will ride off with a 3-2 victory over Moonlight. Oh, let's get fired up for losers finals. Duck Motif versus Content Cat. We told you about Content Cat. They like the double Ultra Stamp comp, and it strikes again here.
Look out from the top ropes! Pika makes a wonderful play, and all of these explosions set up a complete shutdown of any chance, including these super jumps.
And then Game 3 Magic, this was bonkers.
It starts out with a crazy play with a blaster trying to clear the way, walking all the way into the opponents, but that opens up the way for the Wiper, Loser, to get the back line.
Oh, but Kai says they want to jump in on this action.
Duck Motif makes a stand, pushes the tower forward, a nice drop shot from Kai, but Pika wants to go peekaboo, and this blaster seals the deal.
And Content Cat would roll on to a 3-0 sweep over Duck Motif. Gather round for grand finals. Milky Way versus Content Cat. and just sit back and watch everything that Jared does here to dominate the game, Magic.
An absolutely flashy series of plays from the reigning champions with these splat streaks, starting with Pika getting rolled on and then rolling into a crab tank perfectly placed to find more.
And then how about Bran, right out the blocks, out of spawn to pick up a triple?
Says Jared, you can't have all this glory as Fearless dives headfirst into enemy ink and clears them no matter the occasion.
It started to feel inevitable. Start to finish dominance. Q, a little icing on the cake, and Milky Way flexes on everybody else. They get the 3-0 sweep over Content Cat. Well, that wraps up another exciting week of action. Let's go ahead and check out the standings from event number 4, the second week of the regular season. You see Milky Way, Content Cat at the top, but also big points there for Duck Motif and Moonlight as well too. But now we shift our focus to the season standings. And after 2 weeks of the regular season, as we mentioned, you've got a lot happening here. What stands out to you, Magic?
Content Cat is a standout star. Definitely did not expect him all the way in third place above NME. And Hypernova is once again fighting to keep themselves in the top 8.
Keep in mind that it's the top 4 event scores that'll help us decide the 8 teams that make the playoffs at the end of the regular season, but still plenty of action before we figure that out. Well, let's go ahead and take a pivot to a fun game here. K-Bot had a chance to catch up with some of our spectator cam operators to see how well they know their Splatoon 3 stages. Check it out.
Hi there, everyone. It's K-Bot here, joined with Pico in Power. We're going to get right into a little Guess That Stage competition. Here we go. All right, let's see our first stage. Power, sounded like that was easy for you. What was your selection?
The shopping cart. Come on, it's Mako Mart.
All right, and Pico?
Hey, it's obviously Mako Mart.
The correct answer is, in fact, Mako Mart. That's a point for the both of you. And we're going to get right into stage 2, Power. Ready for this?
Come on.
All right, let's see it. Pico, we'll start with you here. What have you got?
I picked good old reliable Surgeon Shipyard.
All right, and Power?
We have the same thought. I picked Sturgeon Shipyard also.
Correct answer is, in fact, Sturgeon Shipyard. That's another point for the both of you there.
Okay.
Very identifiable center of the stage.
Okay.
Landmark there.
Look
All
at us,
right.
Power.
I see you.
Pico, ready for the third?
Absolutely. Bring it on, K-Bot. Bring it on.
Let's see it. All right, Power, what was your guess?
Man, my guess was Muscle Forge Fitness.
Muscle Forge Fitness, okay. Interesting choice there, given by the fact that that's not a stage in Splatoon 3, but all good to each their own. Maybe you think a curveball's coming. Pico, what was your answer?
Listen, I saw a blue truck, and my first thought was Lemuria Hug.
Well, gentlemen, neither one of you are correct this time. It is Mincemeat Metalworks.
Mincemeat.
And
Oh, that is
Blue Show.
mincemeat.
I knew it.
Oh, that's the corner. Yeah.
Let's see stage 4. All right, Pico, to you here.
So, I saw a phone booth, and then I kind of see like a gray background. So I assume it's Eel Tail Alley.
Okay. Power, do you agree?
Yeah, I recognize those ledges anywhere. It's Eel Tail Alley.
Spoken like a true Charger player, it is in fact Eel Tail Alley.
See, we're back on track, K-Bot.
All right, let's see it. Stage 5. Power, what was your guess here?
I picked Bluefin Depot. That's my default.
Well, it hasn't been your default so far, but we'll see if that's right. Pico, to you. What do you have?
Well, I'm not gonna lie, K-Bot. I saw a little triangle in the corner. I thought maybe it was a ramp. And so I picked Humpback Pump Track.
The thing about Humpback is that there aren't very many steep edges there, Pico, at all. But lucky for you, your competitor didn't get it right either. It is Inkblot Art Academy for this one.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
So the posters in the gallery.
Ooh, wow.
Oh, man, we're fumbling, Power.
Hey, Pico, it's okay.
We
if
know
we both
this.
lose, we both win.
That is true.
Well, at some point, one of you is going to have to come out on top. Let's see now if it's stage 6. Onto it here. Pico, what was your response?
K-Bot, sometimes your head says one thing and your fingers say something else. And I typed the wrong answer, and I now realize I made a crucial mistake, given that this is my stage.
Well, answers are locked, so you've got to say it. What did you pick?
I picked Hammerhead Bridge. I saw the little bridge, I saw the little wheel, and I just assumed it was Hammerhead Bridge.
Power? What do you think?
My heart, my soul, my mind saw this picture, and it's Bluefin Depot.
Well, Power, you are correct.
Yeah.
And Pico's
Yeah,
instant
I knew it.
regret.
Pico.
My stage!
What
I
happened,
messed my
man?
stage!
On to stage number 7. Power, I'll go to you first here. What's your guess?
I just guessed it's Hammerhead Bridge.
Pico, what do you think?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm in the same boat. I took a wild guess in the dark and I said Undertow Spillway.
Well, Pico, your wild guess in the dark pays off.
What?
It was, in
What?
fact, Undertow Spillway.
Okay.
And you have now tied it up with
All right.
Power.
Okay.
What's up, guys? Shiny Enter Zach here with EE, and correct me if I'm wrong, EE, but you've never played the single player in Splatoon 3, right?
I have not had the pleasure, which is why I'm very excited for what we're going to be getting into today. I know it's going to be a blast.
Well, that's exactly what we're here for. You're going to play through the Return of the Mammalians single player story, which I have to say is so fun.
Well, by your recommendation, that's good enough for me. Let's jump into it. I'm excited. Okay, I have no idea who this is, Zach, but he seems like we're about to be in some peril.
He's a little wobbly. I'm not sure how he's made it this far. His knees are kind of shaking, and we're in a bit of a barren, desolate wasteland here.
Okay, well, it's Cuttlefish, senior advisor, so at least I know I can take him seriously.
So there's this weird, fuzzy ooze on the ground. That's not something you see every day.
Yeah, this right here, right?
It doesn't look very pleasant, I'll say that. There is a way to attack it. You do have a little buddy with you, you may have noticed, up on the D-pad. He might be able to do something to help you out there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there he goes. He sees something.
Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? I understand. He's like a guide.
Yes,
Or like a
he
companion,
wants
if
to
you
help you
will.
out.
Moving through. Oh, who is that over there? Friend or foe?
Oh, well, they kind of look like
Trooper.
that same fuzzy ooze that we saw earlier, and that fuzzy ooze was not very pleasant, so I would assume foe for now.
All right. I'll try and make short work of them.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
and
actually.
yeah,
they're hitting
they're
me.
shooting at you. All right, nice splat there. There you go. You throw
Wait.
that on there.
Am I not throwing? Uh-oh.
You gotta hit
Okay,
that
there we go.
R. There you go.
Reading's fundamental, kids. Can I get over this? Oh no!
Oh, we found out the hard way what happens when you step into fuzzy ooze.
Oh, come on! Really? I just got cooked. Okay.
So yeah,
Let me
those
renavigate
200 power eggs may prove useful to clearing out some additional area.
I need the people to know for season 2, I'm coming a little different now. I'm coming confident and correct. The
We
two
are building-
C's. Oh, what is this? Is this something to interact with? Oh, it is.
That, ooh, a nice little collectible there, so you can add that decoration to your locker in your terminal.
Oh, okay. I like that. Sweet.
And those are spread all throughout the single player. There's tons of things to collect in Alternative.
All right, and then just line it up. Don't miss. I missed.
Whoa.
Okay. Let's try again.
Your little buddy's resilient, though. He can get thrown and come right back. Maybe a
no.
little bit further there. You've got some more room in front of you.
You're right. I'm just a little scared. Because I always remember, oh, there it is. That's perfect.
Ah, that's all
money.
you needed.
Dude, I just want to throw it out there. This is mad random, but this game is so aesthetically pleasing.
It's beautiful, right? I mean, even they must have like color theory down pat, because they always do these wonderful matching colors for which one you're using and which one the enemy has. I love that, even in multiplayer. That might be an old nemesis that some folks who play the earlier Splatoon games could be familiar with.
Well, I finally found you, Cuttlefish. What are you blaming us for?
Oh,
I know you're behind it.
Who is that? DJ Octavio, welcome back.
Oh, okay.
Whoa,
Smart
haha.
stuff. It stalls them and then sends it right back.
Okay, now that one you may just want to get out of the way for.
You know, it's funny. It even said, it literally said dodge. And I was just like, it'll be fine. Oh, nice. Oh, what the? Hey, what's up?
Bang! Once again, a range problem solved. He gets demeched. Is there anything you can throw into that ink vac?
Could I throw small fry? Get him!
There he goes. Look at him.
Oh, he's gumming up the system. We know this one. We know the
Yeah.
drill. We know what to do here.
Boom.
Bang, and then big damage.
Boom.
Yeah.
Cook.
Oh, man, right back. Oh, there he is.
Oh, my
Kablam!
Had to do it to him.
Puts the cherry on top and puts him upside down in his machinery.
Boom.
Bang! So maybe DJ Octavio's not the big baddie in this one after all.
May not be. Which I think is actually kind of the perfect way to set the tone. Oh, okay. That's how it goes to the
And
open.
now
I like
we
it.
have entered
like it.
the true Splatoon 3 single player. What a landscape it's brought you to.
Yeah, that was pretty sick.
Title screen, absolute cinema. What's up, guys? Shiny Enter Zach here, back with another edition of Shiny Tips following Event 4 regular season week 2 of the Splatoon 3 North American League 2026 season. We're taking you to loser semifinals today between Moonlight and Duck Motif. It's game 4, turf war on Mako Mart, and Duck Motif trying to extend this one to a game 5. Everybody always says last 30 seconds of turf war, super important, arguably the most important, and Moonlight has stacked their roster special-wise with 2 Booyah Bombs that are going to help them to ink as much of the stage as possible. However, you might not think about how the Zipcaster is also a very useful special for getting ink in places that might be difficult for the other team to get to. Now, as we enter the last 15 seconds, Red Shell is going to get this Zipcaster, and in the first dodge here is going to be on the Booyah Bomb that gets thrown out right in mid. After that, look in the top left of how much Red Shell is able to cover. If we compare that in the bottom right to the second Booyah Bomb that gets thrown out, I don't know about you, but I would take what Red Shell was able to accomplish ink-wise every day of the week. The first Booyah Bomb, by the way, basically all gone at this point. So either you need to hold that longer, or it needs to be thrown somewhere that's going to be tougher for Duck Motif to get to. On top of that, because the rest of Duck Motif was able to help get a 3-down situation here, upon landing, Red Shell is able to effectively 2v1 against Nolan, further reducing Moonlight's chances of being able to come back here. So as the rest of the clip plays out, this is how the Zipcaster not only dodges enemy fire, but is able to help Duck Motif secure a victory by 2.1% and a valuable game 5. That's going to do it for this edition of Shiny Tips, but stay tuned. We'll have more action for you after regular season week 3.
All right, let's go check out the rest of the schedule here as we make our way through the rest of this 2026 season. So many events and all this content coming your way. For more information, you can go to battlefy.com/Nintendo Versus. Well, Magic, it's great catching up with you. You see everything that's ahead of us. What are your thoughts on the upcoming stretch here?
I have to keep watching. There's so many fun stories that are coming out of this event. So many new teams and faces and players that are rising up to the occasion, and I just want to make sure that I don't miss a second.
No, you certainly don't want to miss a single second of it at all. Well, we can't wait to see you on the next episode. Thanks again for joining us. Until then, take care.